Hi and welcome. If you're watching this video, chances are you care deeply about your animals and you're always looking for better ways to support them. Maybe you've had moments where something just felt off with an animal and you wish you had more tools to understand what was going on. Today, we want to introduce you to the AIM workshop, the Animal Intuitive Method, and show you how animal owners, horse people, and producers are learning simple ways to support their animals on a deeper level. By the end of this video, you'll have a good sense of whether this workshop might be a good fit for you.
I'm Kim, and together with Jackie, we created the Animal Intuitive Method. With the four of us, there's two other partners, Michelle and Jackie. And so, after years of working on nervous system regulation, muscle testing, and holistic healing, we combined what we knew and we put it into the Animal Intuitive Method. So, over time, we began to notice something really interesting that animals responded really quickly when we learned how to listen to what their bodies were communicating.
Hmm. And for me, this work really became personal. I'm a fourth generation farmer working alongside our fifth generation family at Greenwood Cattle, and animals have always played a huge part in my life. I started using this work on our show cattle. What we started realizing was that many animal owners already sense when something isn't right, but they don't always have the tools to understand what the animal might need. That's where AIM comes in.
So AIM stands for Animal Intuitive Method. It's a simple system that helps animal owners learn how to listen to your animal and just have a structure to understand what's actually going on with them. So we teach tools to help you identify when an animal might be under stress, out of balance, or needing support.
And in the workshop, we introduced some really practical tools. Some things like muscle testing, understanding the animal's nervous system, recognizing emotional environmental stress, and learning how animals communicate the imbalances they're feeling in their bodies. And the goal isn't to replace veterinarians or professionals, it's help animal owners become more aware and supportive partners with their animals. The workshop tends to attract people who care deeply about their animals. We see people join from all types of backgrounds. We've got horse owners, ranchers and cattle producers, dog owners, trainers, 4-H families, anyone who simply wants to understand their animals better.
So many people come because they've had a moment where they thought, I know something's going on, I just don't know what, and I don't know how to help this at a deeper level. And so the AIM workshop helps people start to build those skills in a very approachable way. So what you're going to learn is during the workshop, we walk you through the foundations of AIM. You'll learn how to start using muscle testing and your intuition. That's a big one. So you can understand how animals communicate and how we can understand what they're trying to tell us. You gather information this way. We talk about how stress shows up in animals and how their nervous systems respond to different environments and experiences.
Mm. We also share real examples from our work with animals, so you can see how these tools can be used in everyday situations. Whether it's a horse that seems unsettled, a dog that's acting out of character, or livestock that just aren't quite right, the goal is to help you start asking better questions and supporting your animals effectively. One of the most common things we hear from people after the workshop is, I always felt like my animals were trying to tell me something. Now I have a way to listen.
I think it's also important to tell you that we have one of our most used protocols that we teach in the workshop called the emergency protocol. This is something that really helps in high stress experiences with our animals during birthing, traveling, shows and competitions, or during an injury. And so it's a really valuable tool to have in your tool belt. But the beautiful part about this is that once people start to pay attention to their animals in this way, you actually deepen your relationship with your animal too. They are different around you because they're feeling heard and seen in a way that they weren't before. And you'll become more confident and aware and connected, and so will your animal.
I love that. If this feels interesting to you, the next step is really simple. You can learn more about the AIM workshop at www.aimhealing.ca.
Yeah, so you can find information about upcoming workshops there. There's actually two different ways you can learn the workshop. You can come to a live Zoom session. We do them around once a month-ish, depending on the season. Or you can do the learn at your own pace pre-recorded, same information, just different style, how it works with you within your life. And so, yeah, you'll find information in both those workshops and how to get started and where you can sign up on our website. And so animals communicate with us all the time. That's something to remember. So sometimes we just need to slow down and learn how to listen to them.
If you feel curious about what your animals might be trying to tell you, we would love to welcome you into the AIM workshop and start exploring that together. Thanks for being here.